Join us at Ashili Sports as we try to predict the winners of today's matches to see whether we can get them all. Today is the day. We've got a bunch of football matches coming on your way. And for sure, football fans and bettors alike making an informed and accurate decisions on a match or a winner's match is very, very crucial in today's matches. And hey, with me today is Emma. We will be dealing into match winners of today, the winning match of today. If you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. We will grow with you. When it comes to football betting, there are a lot of factors in play. The team form, the current or the historical performance of the team and the players' personal lifestyle is involved. And these are some of the things that make it very difficult to get the winning match for the day. And hey, we are here to, as an expert, to give you that details. And hey, we will start with Premier League.
Yeah.
Today the games are starting for sure, and it's a crucial one for sure. And let's see what is going to be happening in the Premier League. And starting for sure is Brentford Bournemouth first game.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game because looking at Brentford's form and Bournemouth's form, I think it should be a game that I think everyone should watch out for. But I'll give Bournemouth a double chance. Though they are playing an away game, but I'll give them a double chance. Yeah.
I think both teams to score because Bournemouth are very good when it comes to scoring, and Brentford playing at home, probably they wouldn't dare to just not to get a goal out there. And the next game is Crystal Palace versus Fulham.
That's also another tough game, but I think Crystal Palace have the upper hand. Playing at home at Selhurst Park, I think they might win this game. Yeah, so I'll give Crystal Palace a straight win. Yeah.
Several games they've not turned out very well, and Fulham has been a warrior this season, and for sure I think Fulham will also get a goal out there, and I think over 1.5 in this game is not a bad bet. West Ham versus Everton. This is a West Ham team that we've been talking about. They are really struggling with his name is always difficult for me. I prefer calling him Julian.
Lopetegui.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lopetegui. I think this game, if he loses this game, his job might be on the line. So he'll go all out in this game. I think the best for Everton will be a draw. So I'll give West Ham a double chance, and I think both teams to score. West Ham double chance, both
Yeah,
teams to score. Yeah.
Yeah, I've also preferred giving West Ham double chance because this game is crucial because for the Hammers since they will be playing at home. And
Yeah.
next game is we have Wolves versus Southampton. Southampton really struggling. Wolves also struggling. I think both of them are in the bottom of the relegation zone for sure.
Yeah, I think Wolverhampton Wanderers and Southampton are at the bottom of the table. But at the Molineux Stadium, I trust Wolverhampton Wanderers to win this game. Southampton might pull a surprise, but for me, I think it's a clear win for Wolverhampton Wanderers. So Wolves win and over 1.5. Yeah, it might be a
Wolves will
2-0 or 3-0 win. Yeah, so over 1.5.
Yeah, Wolves, when Manchester City went to their home ground, probably it was very difficult and tough game for Manchester City. So if they are going to pull out the same performance, I also give them a win in this game because Southampton also is a newcomers again into the Premier League. They don't really have the ground as of now, but then let's see what is going to happen. Brighton, Manchester City. This is the game I've been waiting for so long. Brighton are really showing that they don't give up in terms of big clubs. Even if you score them 100 times, they will come 100 times. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, Brighton have proved to be a very stubborn side, and I think this game is a game City should try and win because if they lose this game, it will put much pressure on them. Looking at their performance against Sporting CP this midweek, I don't think they can afford to lose this game too. So going into Brighton's home, I think I'll give the safest prediction for this game will be both teams to score. I'm not sure if City will win. I would have gone straight win for Manchester City, but I'm not sure of that, so I'll just go in for both teams to score. That would be the quite manageable prediction.
Manchester City will also try to give a message out because for their last game in the Premier League wasn't so clear as well. So they will try to give a message and also the Champions League over 2.5 goals in this game, surely. Match of the day, Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Aston
Big
Villa,
game.
who is yeah,
A
who
very big
also
game.
lost in the Champions League as well, will be looking forward to face Liverpool. Liverpool in Anfield are still like one game lost this season in Anfield. Do you think this is a game that they will lose again?
I don't know, but Aston Villa is a very, very stubborn side. Very, very, very stubborn side. Yeah. And we all know of like their performance this season. Though they had a setback, this midweek against Club Brugge, but I don't think it will affect them that much going into this game against Liverpool. At the Anfield, we trust Liverpool to put the pressure on you. Last weekend, for instance, we saw the performance they gave Brighton and Hove Albion because coming from a goal down, they came to equalize and then they finished the game with a 2-1 win. For Liverpool, I think at their home they are very strong, but Aston Villa is a very stubborn side. So I'll go in for a double chance for Liverpool. Even if they don't win, they are not losing too. So a double chance would be a perfect prediction for Liverpool. So I'm going for Liverpool double chance. Yeah.
Yeah, Manchester United versus Leicester City is a game that Luis Van Nistelrooy, that was his first game under the management of Manchester United, and he walloped them by 5 goals to 2 in the EFL Cup, and now they are facing the same ground again. Ah, do you think United are really, or Southampton will give them tough time this time around?
The disadvantage of you playing a team and playing them like the following week or some weeks after is that they know your performance and the kind of play you play in the season, because I think they played about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and looking at how Manchester United scored them first, I don't think coming into this game they might come and lose with that scoreline again. So it'll be a difficult game for Manchester United. For me, that's how I see it. For Leicester City, they are the underdogs. If they lose, fine. If they win, it's a surprise. I think they're going into this game, they have nothing to lose. So they'll just go to the Old Trafford and maybe get a point. So I'm going for a double chance for Manchester United. I don't see them winning, but the safest bet for me will be a double chance because I don't think Wood Van Nistelrooy is also going to lose this game. So a double chance for Manchester United.
Yeah, double chance for Manchester United, and they keep on gaining confidence under Luis Van Nistelrooy. So double chance, I think, is fair for all of us. And hey, Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle United.
Another big game. Another big game. We've seen Nottingham Forest and Nuno Espirito Santo, their performance. And Eddie House, Newcastle United too. We've seen them for about a couple of seasons now. The kind of play, and last weekend they scored Arsenal 1-0 at the St. James Park. So I'm very sure and confident that Newcastle is going to get a result from this game. For me, I see Newcastle winning, a straight win for Newcastle. But Nuno Espirito Santos's Nottingham Forest are a very stubborn side. So I'll go in for over 2.5. That would be a safest, bet over 2.5. Even if Newcastle score, I'm sure Nottingham Forest will also score. So over 2.5 in this game for like in general for the whole 90 minutes. I think that would be a safest bet.
Yeah, over 2.5 and both teams to score is also a safest bet for me as well. And Tottenham versus Ipswich Town.
Yeah, I don't think we have to waste much time on this game. Yeah, Ange Postecoglou will continue. I think last weekend he lost. He lost last weekend.
No, he won. It's only in the Europa that he lost. Yeah, and hey, Super Sunday clash, London Derby, Chelsea versus Arsenal in Stamford Bridge. This is a game that is most watched in London. That is most discussed in London for sure because these two biggest London clubs are crashing on. So your take on that? Do you think Maresca will stay on or the unexpectedly Mikel Arteta will actually win the day? Which one is it?
Yeah, Mikel Arteta coming in with the experience, Enzo Maresca, we've seen what he's been doing with the Chelsea team. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a very difficult game for Arsenal rather, not Chelsea. Chelsea are playing at home, so it's going to be a very difficult game for Arsenal. I see Chelsea winning this game. Yeah, I see Chelsea winning this game. I don't think Arsenal will get a point at the Stamford Bridge. If they get a point, it will be a surprise. But for me, I think Chelsea has the upper hand in this game because of their performance we've seen. Arsenal, the last 4 games that they've played, we've not seen that much of Arsenal. For me, as an Arsenal fan, if I'm being honest and I'm being fair on this prediction, I think Chelsea has the upper hand over Arsenal. So I'll go in for a straight win for Chelsea. Anytime goal scorer, Cole Palmer will be on the score sheet. So if you're staking, I think that will be the sure bet. For me, I'll go for a straight win for Chelsea. Some might also go in for double chance or something, but for me personally, I think Chelsea is going to win this game. Yeah.
Chelsea is gonna win this game. Martin Odegaard is back for sure, and the last time we saw him getting some few minutes, maybe preparing for this game. And Chelsea, as we see also, their defensive error is also too much as well. And I don't think they can get clean sheet in this game as well. So much of this kind of caliber, I always like to go for both teams to score. So I will stand for both teams to score. This is a crucial game. So La Liga, some exciting games today. And Real Madrid is hosting Osasuna. Real Madrid, who has not been performing very well currently, is facing Osasuna.
Yeah, I think it's a very difficult game for Real Madrid playing at the Bernabeu Stadium. You've seen the performance of Real Madrid in about, I think after losing to Barcelona, they didn't play the last weekend game because of what is happening in Valencia. So they came in and played against Inter Milan. Inter Milan went to the Bernabeu and I think got a 3-1 win over Real Madrid. So coming into this game, let's not forget Osasuna is a team that scored Barcelona 4-2. The only loss they've had in this season in the La Liga. Yeah, so I think it's a very, very tough opposition that they are coming up against today. So for me, I'm not convinced of Real Madrid's performance, so I'll just go in for a double chance. If they are to win, it's going to be a slim win for Real Madrid, maybe a 2-1 or a 3-2 victory for Real Madrid. But the best bet I'll go for is a double chance for Real Madrid. Yeah, playing at the Bernabeu against Osasuna because Osasuna is a very stubborn side.
Ancelotti will want to give a message out as well because this game is crucial. If he lose this one again, I don't know what will happen next. But then let's keep an eye on that. Villarreal versus Deportivo Alaves.
Yeah, I think for this game, I think the best and the safest bet will be both teams to score. Yeah. For me, both
Yeah,
teams to
both
score. Villarreal can score, Deportivo Alaves too can score. So both teams to score in this game. Yeah.
I to both teams to score. And also we have Leganes Sevilla.
I'll give a double chance for Sevilla. Double chance for Sevilla.
Yeah,
I'm not convinced with their
double
performance
chance.
this season, but I'll go for a double chance for them.
Yeah, double chance for Sevilla is a bet for me as well. Real Betis versus Celta Vigo.
Another tough game. They're all two free scoring sides. So I think over 2.5. Yeah. Over 2.5 will be good. Maybe a 2-1 or maybe a 3-1 or 2-2. It looks like a game of like equals. So I'll give them over 2.5.
I think I'll give Real Betis double chance as well. And Mallorca versus Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid going into Mallorca. So I think yeah, Diego Simeone, must do his magic. I think yeah, they're going to win this game. A straight win for Atletico Madrid. Yeah.
Atletico Madrid. We also have Getafe versus Giroud.
Another game of equals. Girona against Getafe. Tough game. But for me, I think Getafe playing at home, I'll give them a double chance over Girona, yeah. So Getafe double chance over Girona.
Yeah, and we have Real Valladolid versus Athletic Club. Atletico
That one
Bilbao.
too. Yeah, that one too is going to be a double chance for Athletic Club. Yeah, they're playing an away game, so you have to be cautious. So a double chance for Athletic Club.
And we have Real Sociedad hosting the Catalonians, Barcelona.
Yeah, we've all seen the performance of we also Barcelona. Sorry, I think going into this game, we are not expecting anything than goals. Like we've seen them in the Champions League, we've seen them in the league. So I think going to the Real Arena, it's going to be a difficult game. But I think Barcelona will win this game. Yeah, anytime goals scorer Robert Lewandowski.
Good win for Barcelona for me as well. And if you are going maybe over 1.5 goals for Barcelona because they score a lot of goals, but this one I wouldn't give much goals for sure. Italy, we have Juventus Torino.
Yeah, it's a derby. Yeah, there's a Turin derby. So Torino playing against Juventus, a very, very big game. But I think Juventus will win this game, yeah. So I'll go for a straight win for Juventus. You're playing
Yeah,
at
since
home.
it's a
I'll go,
derby,
I'll go for a
yeah,
straight win, yeah.
since it's a derby, I give double chance to Juve.
Yeah.
Cagliari versus AC Milan.
Yeah, I think AC Milan, Paulo Fonseca's team is going to win this game because looking at the performance they gave against Real Madrid this midweek, I'm not seeing them losing this game. So I'll go for a straight win for AC Milan and over 2.5. Yeah, a straight win for AC Milan
Yeah,
and over 2.5.
the win for AC Milan over 2.5. And we have Venezia versus Parma.
Yeah, Venezia against
Venezia.
SSC Parma. I think this game the safest bet will be 1.5. Yeah, because I can't give Venezia a double chance or Parma a double chance. So I think I'll give them 1.5 in general.
1.5 in general. Then we have Atlanta versus
Big game. Okay, so Atalanta Udinese. Okay. Atalanta playing at home. Paolo Gasperini, Gianpaolo Gasperini's side. Yeah, I think I'll go for a straight win for Atalanta. Yeah, Atalanta is going to win this game. anytime goal scorer Ademola Lookman might be on the score sheet. So you have to watch out. Ademola Lookman might be on the score sheet.
Inter Milan, Napoli.
This Simeone Inzaghi against a very famous manager,
Conte.
Antonio Conte. That is a big, 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 big game. But Inter playing at home, we've seen the performance of Inter Milan in the Serie A. So I think Napoli too hasn't been bad. This game is going to be a very difficult game. For me, I think I'll just go both teams, like both teams to score. I think that is the best bet for this game because you can't predict straight away for Inter Milan, or you can also predict straight away for Napoli. So I think go both teams will be good for this game.
Roma, Bologna.
We're straight in for Roma. Though
And
Bologna hasn't been bad, but I'll go for straight in for Roma.
we have Fiorentina, Hellas, Verona.
Fiorentina to win too. Fiorentina to win. I straight in for Fiorentina.
Monza, Lazio.
Yeah, SSC Lazio is going to win this game. I
Oh,
straight in for SSC Lazio. Yeah.
guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. Leave your comments in the comment section or leave your opinion in the comment section. And hey, let's know what you think about the predictions. And for sure, you might be getting something out of the game. And we're going to see you in the next game for sure. Ciao.